Okay, so today, as you probably saw from the title, I'm going to be comparing both Wynncraft and Skyblock, Hypixel Skyblock specifically, which, in my opinion, those two servers are probably the most popular servers. And correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I'm just gonna say that these two are the most popular servers right now because of what they do. Now, Skyblock is pretty much, I'm gonna say, how do I call this? It's basically a game of patience and grinding. So basically, like your typical, I guess, RPG game, except without all the freedom that you would normally have. But yeah, the bunch of you got dungeons, you got a bunch of skills to level up. You can make farms for money, or you need money to actually buy things. You can grind for what the strongest weapons, all that stuff. And Wynncraft, uh, it's pretty much the same thing except you're not on a big island. You can't make big farms, but there is 5 classes, I believe. Yeah, 5 classes that you can choose from, and you can always do all 5 if you want to. You can switch at any time. That's what I'm doing. Uh, what else? Pretty much a free roam world and a bunch of a bunch of quests. So there's like endless things to do. So first Skyblock, a lot of grinding, like a lot of grinding. Literally, if you're not dedicated to uh grinding something in Skyblock, then you should not even play it because you're gonna be stuck in the starter at the starting game for a long time if you're not dedicated to at least a bit of grinding, especially at the start, because that's where I would say the biggest grind is. Because you don't have all these little shortcuts like a builder's wand, uh, these basket of seeds. Basically, there's ways to make progression a bit faster, and you don't have the tools nor weapons. Like even now, for me, which I consider myself late game, I'm dedicated to grinding money, which is literally what everyone's doing. But mine is like not specific in any way because you can get money from anything. But for me, it's minions and flipping. Now I could play dungeons, but like I said, I don't want to do it because I do not like that grind. I could do slayers, but that grind's even worse. I could farm for money, but I don't have the time. So yeah, to make it short to describe Skyblock, you need a lot of time in your hands, a lot of extra free time you want to burn through. Like some of the people I talk to in Discord, let me see. Let me actually check real quick. Um, you. Now I'm not gonna say their names because, well, I didn't get their permission. But this guy, 10 hours, 10 hours a day. I'm just gonna say that. That is so much. Now I used to be able to do that, but that is a lot of time to put into Skyblock per day. Literally, you wake up, do your usual morning routine, afternoon routine, whenever you wake up. Then just sit here for maybe like a few hours, take a break, then play for another few hours of just Skyblock. And who knows how much progression you can get done. Maybe you can get no progression, maybe you can make a lot of progression. Especially if you're playing dungeons in Skyblock. You can make nothing, literally nothing. Or you can make a lot of money in one go. And that's pretty much how you describe Skyblock. Is literally the richer you are and the more time you have in your hands, then you can play Skyblock to its full potential. For me, I'm running low on time, especially at the time when school's about to start. So that's gonna be especially hard for me to for sure free up time if it's already hard to free it up now. That's why I'm using melon minions, because just in case I don't log in for a relatively long time, even though I could potentially make a ton more from snow minions, I chose melons for long term. So yeah, but even so, it is possible to play without having a lot of free time, as long as you dedicate yourself at some point. For me, it was like pretty much when I got this Hyperion, when I fully dedicated myself to playing dungeons, playing multiple hours a day, farming a lot. So yeah, and I rushed to get this weapon, which is it still the best weapon in the game? I haven't really checked up on that. I'm just gonna say the best mage weapon in the game. So yeah. Now all I'm doing, since I found other ways to make money, literally browsing the auction house and buying things for a cheap price, reselling it for a higher price for profit, and also minions. So those two are my only sources of money right now. Now, Wynncraft. Wait, one more thing about Skyblock. You can play a more challenging game mode, which requires even more time. Which I should probably delete this. Let me delete this. Okay. So let me go here. Here. There is an Iron Man mode. No auction, no bazaar, no trade. You cannot pick up item drops. So you have to grind. Like, let's say, where is it? Cobblestone? Mining. Wait, this is skills. Collection. Mining. If you want super compactors, you have to mine 70,000 cobblestone by hand. If you want a bigger accessory bag, the biggest accessory bag, you have to get 1.4 million redstone on your own. That's if you play Iron Man. But even if you're not, it still takes a pretty long time. So, Skyblock is only if you dedicate yourself. Now, Wynncraft is a lot more loose because there's just quests. There's more weapon variety, of course, in Wynncraft. There's more different armor sets unique to each class. It's not like we can use Necron as mage, which is possible, but no. In Wynncraft, that's not possible because the weapons are very specific, and you can only use them if you play a specific class. So, let's say you get like the best bow, the best bow in Wynncraft, but you play mage. You can't use that bow unless you play archer and you meet the requirements. So, yeah, very, very specific. And not only that, you don't need to have a lot of free time because you can just do a quest or two and you'll be making a lot of progress because they give you rewards for doing the quest. A lot of rewards, pretty good rewards too. And skill grinding there, so much faster. So much faster, so much easier, and less time consuming. And in my opinion, more fun. So, and there's also a lot more game modes. Of course, there's the Iron Man, there's a hardcore mode. I think there's one where there's PvP enabled. And I know there's one more, but I forgot what it is. Yeah, I forgot what it was. So, yeah. Now, Wynncraft is basically Skyblock, but not on an island. I think I said that already. It has way more quests. Skyblock doesn't even have quests. They just have, I guess, landmarks for you to hit that you make on your own. Like this, like that right there. Make a list of things you want and things you want to aim for. But really, no specific goal. For Wynncraft, well, there is also kind of no specific goal, but there is a main story quest that you can complete. And I've been playing my main class, Assassin, for a while, and I've only done 40 to 50 quests out of like 250. And that's not including all the random side quests you can do, all the random dungeons you can enter to specific areas, all the hidden areas you can find. So yeah. So what is my opinion? Obviously I talked about Skyblock more because, well, I have to get a lot of things cleared up in Skyblock. And for Wynncraft, not too much because it's basically the same thing but less time consuming. Like, Wynncraft is basically you playing a normal RPG game. Yeah, normal RPG game, a normal-ish grind, a class you can choose, basically just your classic RPG game. Skyblock is different, very different, and it involves a lot more grinding. So, which one would I rather play? Or which one would I spend more time with? Obviously, I would spend more time with Skyblock because, well, obvious reasons. I have to keep playing to progress. And it has to be a lot of playing too. You can't just sit here for a few minutes like I usually do, an auction flip, and say you're making progress because in reality I'm not. None of my skills, except for farming and mining, are getting increased. And all I'm doing is getting a lot of money for giveaways. So, not really too much progression. And I'm not a full-time YouTuber. So, I don't do YouTube full-time because, well, I can't for now. I do want to do it someday. But Wynncraft, for Wynncraft, I can actually play whenever I please. I don't have to do a huge 10-hour grind every day I don't have to do repetitive things because everything you do in Wynncraft is different. So, which one I would spend more time in? Skyblock, because you have to. Which one would I rather play? I would rather play Wynncraft because of my current situation where I don't have as much time, and uh I'd rather have well more progression in another game than play for the same time and have like little to no progression at all. So yeah. Plus, Wynncraft has a lot more things to offer. To be honest, sure they don't have like 50 other mini games like all this, but I'm putting this to Skyblock only. Like they even say it here. It's a persistent game. So you pretty much have to be persistent to be able to do any good in it. So yeah, you have to be persistent. You have to be uh, what was it? I forgot what I was about to say. Uh, um, hold on, I got this. Uh, Persistent and consistent with your time, because this will literally burn through if you play if you play with a lot of dedication. This will take up most of your day. You'll probably even go days without sleeping, just trying to make a farm at the start. So yeah, if you have a lot of time, which I don't, then pretty sure you'd rather be playing Skyblock. But if you don't have a lot of time, like me, and you'd rather have more things to do rather than just spend 10 hours grinding, uh, rather than have just spending 10 hours grinding foraging, which that just saying it does not sound fun at all. Like I'd literally rather put down wood minions and call it a day. So, what would I rather do overall? I'd rather play Wynncraft, but I still really enjoy Skyblock because it's unique. Wynncraft is literally a basic RPG and a block game. This is different. Skyblock is very different, and I actually like that. So, I will continue playing Skyblock. I just need you guys to give me video ideas before I completely run out and just keep looking for money making methods to look for and to share. So, yeah. So for now, I'll end it here. Hopefully, uh, hopefully now you can see what I would rather do and basically see how both games compared to each other. Well, not gameplay wise, just me saying it. So, yeah, I'll end it here. Don't forget to join the Discord server, leave a sub so we can have this 40 mil giveaway for 2 people, so 20 mil each. And so I can possibly give away 100 mil coins before the end of this year. But for now, I'll end it here, and we'll see you next time.